Same model, no retraining, and the score went up 2.5 times. All they changed was the harness. Lilian Weng, who built and led the safety systems team at OpenAI, wrote up where this is going. A few days later, she went back to OpenAI to lead exactly that. Until now, a harness was something a person wrote and wrapped around the model. This time, the harness edits its own code. But there is one condition attached. Drop that condition and the same method gives you the opposite result. The source is a post on Lilian Weng's own blog. She started the safety systems team at OpenAI and grew it past 80 people, left the co-found thinking machines, and went back to OpenAI last month. Start with how wide she draws the word harness, not just a tool list. What order the work happens in, what gets remembered, how much authority the model gets, and how the result gets scored. It is a running system, not a bundle of prompts. There are 3 design patterns. A loop that plans, acts, watches, then fixes itself, using the file system as memory that outlives the run, and splitting work across sub-agents that run in parallel. Here is the number behind it. Let the harness rewrite itself, and the coding score went from 20% to 50%. Not one model weight was touched. Look at how the target of the fix kept moving. First we tuned the prompt, then what to put in and leave out, then the order the work happens in. Now it is the code that runs that order. It is code, so the model can edit it directly, and it has far more room to change. Here is the condition. To fix something, you have to score it. Code and math you just run, and you get an answer. Whether a piece of research is good, whether the writing is better, there is no clean way to score that. It is the first limitation the author lists. When the scoreboard is shaky, the loop walks off in the wrong direction. Score with tests, and it fits the tests. Score with a judge model, and it learns to game that judge. Failures never get recorded, so it never learns when to quit. Only whatever already worked survives. So the longer you run, the more the order flips. On 2-hour tasks, agents scored 4 times higher than people. Stretch it to 8 hours, then 32, and people pulled back ahead. Short tasks with clear scoring, that is where this method actually runs. The reactions split. Some said the latter is old news by now. Others pushed back that it burns tokens without buying anything. But the people actually shipping landed somewhere else. Not asking the model for more, asking it for less. One developer, building a quoting system, froze the math and the rules in place, and left the AI only 2 jobs, shaping the question and cleaning up the output. The less reasoning it had to do, the more stable the results were. Another comment called rule files and skill docs a soft harness. If behavior does not actually change, writing it down bought you nothing. That is where I looked at my own. I keep a rule file too. Same mistake twice, and I add a line, and I split whether it applies to this repo only or everywhere. But I never measure whether the rules get followed. All my screen shows is how many rules exist. The condition from today's post lands right here. No scoring, no improvement. That was today's DeepPulse. A harness used to be something a person wrote for you. Now the harness rewrites its own code, but it only runs where the result can be scored. Build the scoreboard before you start the loop. See you next pulse.